Welcome back to Pokemon Firered Plus with Phoenix Ragnarok. I want to catch Pikachu, like Team Rocket does. But I'm not Team Rocket, so I hope to succeed and catch that damn rat. Anyway, about catching Pokemon. I mean, since Generation 7. Was it 7? No, that's... I have to think about it. Generation 7 is the one with the Isles. Sun and Moon, so it's Generation 8 with Sword and Shield. Since then, we don't get all the Pokemon we like and love in our games. They cut it. And they had some very weak animations. I mean, some of the animations, like the trainers throwing their Pokeball, they were pretty good. I like them, especially in the remake of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. But the overall attack animation compared with the stationary Pokemon games for the consoles you got back then aren't really good. I mean, Pokemon Revolution had the best one. If they got into physical attacks, they just hit the Pokemon straight away, or attacks like Flamethrow or Hydro Pump, they really were aligned with places where they shoot from, like the last evolvement of Squirtle, Dueltower. But is it that called in... Oh, damn Mankey. Is it that called in English? I don't think so. You know, the last stage of Squirtle. It shoots its water from its cannons, and it doesn't in the new Pokemon games, which is just a shame. Why can't they do that? I mean, yes, it's hard to program Pokemon games nowadays with all the FPS you want to have and the smooth animation. So for what you get, it will look nice, but it isn't much. For the new Generation 9, they will get more Pokemon than Generation 8, which is fine. But think of something. Think of this. They reused many assets from the Generation 7 games, where they did most of the animations and had all the Pokemon before, and well, they just re-implemented them with an HD skin, so they could have used all the Pokemon, for sure. And I mean, there are Pokemon fan hacks, mods, including all the Pokemon. Yes, they don't have to animate them in 3D, but there are so many possibilities, it's just unbelievable. Why can't they get all the Pokemon back in? I know we don't use all the Pokemon, that's true, but if the players, the trainers, won't catch the Pokemon, it would be nice to have it with enemy trainers. It's just world building in a way, and you have different kind of trainers using different kind of Pokemon, which means more enemies using these kind of Pokemon. You can make a normal Pokemon game with the Pokemon fitting to the region, maybe the region only Pokemon like in Generation 5, which was too much. I really like this Generation 5, but the idea of having the Generation 5 original Pokemon, which were 152 like Generation 1, I think isn't a good idea, as now you have such a big Pokédex and a problem of now implementing them all. They could have been split into different Pokemon games and regions, so they would have more time and more energy to make better games in the future. But we will see how the new Generation 9 will be. I will play it for sure. Will you play it? Well, I will compare most of the games to Pokemon Revolution, Colosseum, and XD, but Revolution really is the peak of animation. I mean, the animation standard I remember from Crystal or Emerald with the moving Pokemon. It was so nice. Just seeing them move a bit as they spawned in. You don't have that here in Firered, which is okay because it's a remake and Emerald wasn't out yet, so there was no necessity to redo it. But Crystal had some animations, which is weird. You don't do it in the following generations like Ruby and Sapphire. Sapphire. My first Pokemon game. So much nostalgia. I see forward to play it. I really do. But with the Pokemon hacks making it more difficult, maybe I can talk about it a bit more. Anyway, what's good in the new generation Pokemon games? My man, he died for my sins. The environment is pretty nice. I like the very first city in Pokemon Sword and Shield. They're pretty big. It's feeling more like a city where you only visit some certain areas, which is okay by gameplay standards. It isn't a game like Skyrim or Grand Theft Auto where you just go around, see so many people, so many random ones. Here in Pokemon they have scripted text. Fitting place where they are supposed to be. In an more open games like Grand Theft Auto, well, you could unalive pretty much everyone in the game. You just can have so many meaningless randoms. That's not the case for Pokemon. So I think this is fine. Well, aren't there Pokemon games with killing and more story-driven things as well, like karma systems? I think there is. And there's a Pokemon with undead Pokemon. Yes, there is. What was it called? Uranium? No, not uranium. That's something different. But where is my Pikachu? I really want my Pikachu. I don't want the caterpillars and weedles and such. I want my Pikachu. I am like Team Rocket. Where are they? Anyway, it's just so easy to train the Sparrow and the Pidgeotto. No, not Pidgeotto yet. Well. Yes. There's not much to say about this place. Well, yeah. That's it. Pretty much right now. Well, how many Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games are there out? Let me count. The first two games, which is certainly Mystery Dungeon Generation 1, then we have the Explorer games, then there is that 3D title, I think they have two, then they got the not the Switch version or the remake, yes. Let me say 2 DS titles with Rescue Team Blue and the Explorer games, especially Explorers of Sky, which is just awesome. The 2 3DS games, Super Mystery Dungeon, that's how it's called, because isn't Super Mystery Dungeon some kind of remake, or is that an entirely different Pokemon game as well? Maybe I should play this one. Yes, that would be a nice idea. Oh yes, I really should. Having more Pokemon games to play, one after another. But I think I will get a co-commentator soon. The time of recording this video is the 13th of July. Will I do Catch a Pikachu off screen? Maybe it's a bit cheesy, but this episode is just talking around for background noise. Nothing more, nothing less. Why do I use Leer? Just a mistake I did without concentrating myself. But I think I will finish my recording today with beating the damn gym leader, which is Barack Obama. Well, there are some nice memes with Barack Obama, you know. Is there another way to catch a Pikachu? Well, how will I fight the gym leader here? I think I will start using Mankey with its fighting type and getting him leveled up a bit more. Would be nice if I just went into talking and already killed a Pikachu, but I didn't. I surely didn't. Or do I do some mistakes? Maybe they changed the appearance of Pikachu into another forest, not here, and for Viridian this game. That could be it as well. I didn't read the whole information about this ROM hack. I just want to experience it somehow blind. You know, I played Firered, so it isn't blind, but I never played this hack before, so it's blind again. So, am I blinded on one eye? Half blind? Could we call it that? Maybe. Did I went into the grass outside? Was there grass on the start of the road? I don't think so. Maybe I get more Pokemon outside the forest as well. Oh, if I had a Pokemon egg, it would be already hatched. For sure. Another Kakuna Matata. Okay, I will train Spearow to level 10. And after I trained it to level 10, I will go into the Pokemon Center, heal my Pokemon, go into the grass above the Viridian Forest, searching for Pokemon existing there, training a bit lit. Yes, I'm bitty lit. Little bit lit. Absolutely. Up to level 10, I think. And then we can face the gym leader. With more story coming, the games would be exciting more than they are now, because now it's just grinding and leveling. Would be more exciting. What did I do over the day? I just played League of Legends with my friends. I'm pretty much a noob, but an IRM average, just a masochistic guy having fun playing a salty game over and over again because I have no life. Oh well, I really do have life. I do sports sometimes, not as often. Not as often as I should. I like to read, hearing books, like to draw, which I will do on here as well. But let's see, what do the people like to talk about?
Have you noticed the skinny trees on the roadside? They can be cut down by special Pokemon move, I hear. If I could hear.
Many Pokemon live only in the forests and caves. You need to be resistant and look everywhere to get different kinds. Do you know the evolution to cancer technique? When a Pokemon is evolving, you can stop the process. It's a technique for raising Pokemon the way they are. Maybe faster, because they need less experience, which isn't so damp after all, thinking about it. And sometimes they learn new moves they can't learn if they are evolved. They have different evolvement patterns, so just say I have Bulbasaur. It would learn on Drain maybe on level 12, I don't know it yet. Maybe it does, maybe it don't. Anyway, just imagine it will learn Drain or Absorption on level 12. And now, on level 24 it would learn Giga Drain. And as the second stage or third stage, it wouldn't learn Giga Drain to this point because somehow it is evolved and isn't that capable of learning new moves. Maybe you could compare to old people. They're too old to learn new things. Yes, I think that is a nice comparison. There are some things being more difficult for older people to learn than for young people. Oh yes, that's a very nice and interesting thing. You know, how to raise children, or how I would like to raise my children in the future. There are things you can't do for sure, or the children aren't allowed to do. Not only to protect them, but to have certain borders. You can't do all the things, and your children can't do them as well. But try to make as many things possible as you can. Especially learning things like languages and music. The more a child gets to be a musician, and the more languages your child can speak, the more intelligent